In this lesson, we're going to be talking about credit reports and credit scores. So what is credit? Credit is goods, services, or money received in exchange for a promise to pay back a definite sum of money at a future date. The borrower is someone who receives something with the promise to return it or to repay it what is borrowed. The lender is the person who makes the funds available for others to borrow. And then your credit history records the borrower's past loan and credit-related transaction. How credit reports are created. The lender reports to a consumer's account history to a CRA. A CRA is a credit report agency. They keep record of the consumer's account history, which is also your credit history. And then your credit report is created by the CRA of an individual's credit history. So there are 3 credit reporting agencies: Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. A person's credit report may vary at the 3 CRAs. If a credit has never been used or reported, an individual will not have a credit report. We're going to skip this slide. We're not going to go through Isabella. So information on a credit report. There's 4 categories. There's consumer personal information, credit account information, public record information, and inquiry information. Personal information that's on a credit report includes your name, current and previous addresses, telephone numbers, full or partial social security number, date of birth, and employment history. And usually this is the very first part of your credit report. Credit account information. This is specific information about each credit account that you have or have had. Types of credit could be, you would have types of credit, loan amount or credit limits, date, account balance, or payment information. Types of credit include closed-ended and open-ended. We know closed-ended is installment, so the borrower is going to repay a specific number of equal payments. There's a contract. Examples would be any type of loans, automobile, education, or mortgages. Open-ended credit was revolving credit. There's a line of credit established in advance. Borrower chooses how much to pay. This would be like credit cards. And we're going to skip this particular example here. The loan amount and credit limit. On a closed-ended loan, the total amount of the loan. So like if you get a loan, it's for $12,000 and that's it, or $5,000 or whatever. Open-ended, you can, your credit limit is your maximum dollar that you can borrow. And that credit limit can keep coming back every month if you pay your credit card off. The account balances is the amount the borrower still has to pay back to the lender. Payment information, this is how you pay. Like, are you paying every month? Are you skipping months? Are you late on your payment? That would be payment information. Public records are information from federal, state, and county public court records, collection agencies, bankruptcy, tax liens, and foreclosures. These are all things that would be under public records. Agencies would be like businesses hired by lenders to pursue payment on debts not paid back according to contracts. Bankruptcy, when an individual or business is not able to repay outstanding debt. Tax liens is when taxes are not paid. And then foreclosure is a borrower fails to keep up with mortgage payment and the lender takes possession of a property. And tax lien or public records can be very negative items on your credit report. So even unpaid traffic tickets could also show up as a bad negative thing on your credit history. Inquiry information. This is a request for an individual's credit report and must be a result of actions by the consumer or result of permissible purpose. So it can be potentially negative, and that's if you are seeking additional credit, like a lot of credit. And it could impact if is reduced if shopping for the same type of loan within a 14-day period, or there's usually no impact. And these are just maybe like inquiries initiated by you, not related to credit, or checking your own report. Types of lenders who report to CRAs: banks, credit card companies, retail stores, mortgage and finance companies. Lenders report all information, positive or negative. Types of data furnishers. These are people who also provide information to CRAs: landlords, cell phone companies, utility companies, medical providers. So data furnishers report when money is owed to them. So when you are not paying your bills, that's when a data furnisher will come in and report that to a CRA. CRAs are encouraging regular payment information to be reported to help consumers build a positive credit history. Information not on a report: medical information, race and gender, religion, nationality, non-credit depository institution accounts, criminal background, buying habits. These are all not reported. Your present self impacts your future self. Some items will remain on your credit longer than others. Always accounts in good standings. 10 years closed accounts in good standing. 7 years late or missed payments. 7 to 10 years public information. And 2 years inquiries. So what is this credit score? It's a mathematical number created to evaluate your risk when lending a consumer money. It reflects the information on the entire credit report at a particular point in time. It's a grade of a consumer's financial reliability. Examples would be the Fair Isaac Corp, which is the FICO score, and then the Vantage score. Most common scoring systems are produced by credit reporting agencies. The FICO score system is a 300 to 850, and Vantage score is 501 to 990. Higher the score, the higher chance of credit repayment. How the score is calculated depends on your credit scoring model, so depending on which scoring system that you choose. Credit history can impact your score can impact your loan. So like you might get a better loan interest rate, like on the example here, 730 gets a better interest rate than 590, and that's because they're have less risk at 730 of not repaying than 590. So other things that credit history affects would be like insurance rates, employment, public utility services, and housing. Keeping a positive credit history, you want a higher credit score. Pay your bills on time, maintain reasonable amounts of credit, apply for credit sparingly, have a mix of different types of credit, do not have too many of the same type, and check your credit report annually. Strategies to build credit. Acquire and positively manage small lines of credit. So get a small closed-ended loan from a depository institution and set up automatic payments. Credit card with a cosigner. Make sure that you are paying back the debt, and also the cosigner is equally responsible for that debt. Secured credit card requires cash deposit, ensures that the credit card company will be paid. An authorized user on a credit card. Authorized user is not legally responsible for debt, but they will help you build your credit history. Having no credit history may just be as challenging to a consumer as a negative credit history.